is reporting a surge in methamphetamine distribution and an increase in overdoses nationwide. Tonight, the Fox 12 investigators are taking a closer look at the meth situation right here in Portland and what federal and local resources are going to address this problem. Here's our Simon Gutierrez.
With an increase in meth busts and overdoses, the DEA recently announced an initiative to target major meth trafficking networks called Operation Crystal Shield. That throws federal resources at choking the supply of methamphetamine. But at the same time, many here in the Portland area feel more resources need to go to the addiction side of the equation. In conversations about addiction, Monta Knudsen draws on personal experience.
I left home at about the age of 14, ended up on the streets of Portland.
Executive Director of Bridges to Change, an organization that links people struggling with addiction to treatment and housing, Knudsen himself was addicted to methamphetamine for 17 years.
I would often be up for 2 to 5 days at a time, and it's a constant finding ways and means to get money to buy drugs.
The day we interviewed him marked 17 years clean and sober for Knudsen, but he says the drug that once controlled his life is still very much a problem in the Portland area.
Out of all the drugs today, methamphetamine releases the most dopamine into the system, and so it's a feeling that you chase.
Good morning.
In late February, the DEA announced a nationwide crackdown on meth production after the high-profile seizure of more than 1,300 pounds of the drug in Atlanta. Operation Crystal Shield will pour resources into choking off distribution in 8 major cities, including LA, Phoenix, and El Paso.
Our goal is to disrupt them and destroy them in these 8 cities. When they move to other cities, we will follow them and we will do the same thing there.
But the crackdown doesn't address the demand for meth, which is still very high, especially in the Portland area.
Some people use methamphetamines to stay up at night because it's not safe. If you're out on the street, it's not safe to go to sleep at night. People die, people get killed, people get assaulted.
Laura Carlson is program supervisor at Club Hope, a drop-in recovery center run by Bridges to Change.
And people want to get clean. I'm watching people come in desperate to get clean.
But those people often end up on waiting lists to get into treatment.
We need access when folks are ready. Right now, people might come and say, I'm ready, but then it's 2 weeks to get into a place, or a month.
Last week, organizers launched an initiative petition that would expand access to treatment, IP44. The proposed initiative would mandate addiction recovery centers in communities around the state, potentially making drug treatment more widely available. The centers would be overseen by the Oregon Health Authority and funded by surplus money from Oregon's marijuana revenues. The measure also reduces criminal penalties for drug possession.
We have to really begin to shift the way we think about addiction, and we have to stop being naive that we can think that we can continue to incarcerate ourselves out of this issue.
Knudsen says he finally got into treatment after 5 trips to prison and 10 years locked up. He wonders what might have happened had he gotten into treatment sooner.
People can drive through Portland and see the addiction side of it front and center, you know, and it's scary. And folks often don't get to see the other side. And so we need to be able to tell the story. We need to be able to stand up and share and show that we do recover, and it is possible.
According to the DEA, there was a 22% increase in methamphetamine-related overdose deaths from 2017 to 2018. The agency estimates that nationally about 1 million people are addicted to meth. As for the drug treatment ballot initiative, the campaign is currently gathering signatures. To get it on the November ballot, they need just over 112,000 signatures to do that. The campaign says they've already collected 150,000. Reporting in studio, Simon Gutierrez, Fox 12 Oregon.